Welcome back to my 4th day of doing live vocal lessons on all my social platforms. I'm a vocal coach. I've been a vocal coach for over 20 years. I've been a session singer, studio session singer, for maybe 10 years, maybe a little bit longer than that. And I've been vocal producing. So for some people, vocal producing means like actually going in the mixing process and adding effects and editing them, EQ and things. But when I talk about vocal producing, I'm talking about like I go into the studio with an artist when they're recording a song and I coach them to get the best out of their voice and out of their performance and emotion that they can through using different vocal techniques. Because just as when we talk, the way that we talk affects how we come across. It'll elicit certain feelings, and even sounds like the sound of like a baby crying or the sound of a scream can elicit an emotional response. So when people sing with certain sounds or tones or ways of singing, that also can help to like underscore the emotion of the song they're trying to deliver. I'm going to talk a bit about how you can use your voice to be more vulnerable when you're performing or recording. So I'll just start off by saying that I recently saw a post, I believe it was the account Making Musicians, and they were talking about how the part of the brain that's associated with singing is also the part of the brain that's closely associated with your perception of your own nakedness, which is to say that singing is very vulnerable. It's a very vulnerable, exposed thing to be doing. And I think it's because you can't hide what your voice sounds like, even though some people do try, and that's a bit about what we're going to talk about. And when you're really delivering an emotion via song, it's very vulnerable. Like you have to show that emotion. You have to go all in order to deliver it well. I believe them. One of the things that I've experienced is that in working with singers and artists who are sensitive, introverted, maybe shy, there's a lot of ways vocally to be singing and maybe even performing like really strong, technically strong, but also hiding emotion. So like holding back while performing. So you can create distance, a sense of distance between you and who you're singing to, or you can create a feeling of intimacy with who you're singing to just based on how you're singing. And a lot of it is related to how we speak naturally. Earlier I mentioned the sound of a cry or a scream or a shout can naturally like make us sit up and listen and elicit a response. The sound of a whisper also